What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. As I mentioned in my update, I'm not completely stopping the reactions. They're just not going to be technically the most prominent videos on my channel. But when ones do come out that I do want to react to, of course I'm going to react to them. And obviously I've been really enjoying the Death Battle ones, but I've been having to kind of just watch the older ones because there hasn't been really any new ones coming out until they do come out. Which just so happened to be yesterday, which I wanted to make one yesterday, but I wasn't in the house. So here we are, technically a day late, but it's one that is near and dear to my boner, alright? We have the God of War, Kratos. Does he have a second name? My god, does Kratos have a second name? Well, I don't know. I have no idea. But Kratos, no name, versus Asura. Now, I think it's Asura, I think that's how it's pronounced. I've never played Asura's Wrath before. I know nothing of, well, I know a little bit of the game. I know, like, I think all of his, like, family got, like, slaughtered, then he got killed and went to hell, and then I think he came back from hell or something to, like, seek revenge, or something like that, I think is the story. But I've never played the games or anything like that. But of course, as you've probably seen when you watched the Kratos versus Spawn one, I've played all of the God of Wars. I played the 3 original ones, I played the 2016 one, and of course God of War Ragnarok. Absolutely love those games to death. So my bets, because I've seen cutscenes and I've seen certain fights between Asura and, like, the godly creature. I think he's a demigod, right? And, like, the godly creatures that he's fought. And the dude's strong, like, strong as fuck. I've seen him, like, there was one part, I don't know what the creature was, but it was a giant ass thing. And he basically tries to put his, like, finger down on, like, earth, and he stops it and just, like, pushes him away. Dude's strong as hell. But my money is still on Kratos. 1, I know the character better, and 2, I know how strong Kratos is, and I know what he is capable of. So my money, of course, is going to be on Kratos. Hopefully I'm right. I could 100% be wrong, but there is only one way to find out. Let's just watch it. Hell yeah. Alright. Death battle, baby!
Asura.
It is Asura.
Versus the wrathful destructor. Because sometimes you just want to punch a god in the face.
Sometimes you do.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I was about to say Kratos is literally a god killer, but I'm pretty sure Asura is as well, so.
The Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Hell yeah, it did.
Now that's what I call a big bang.
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Ah, nothing's really changed then, huh?
Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
Yeah.
A classic bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among him.
My good God.
He became a
I had no idea that Kratos is 7'8". What the fuck? Like, how big is Atreus in this game? Because he's like I thought the same size as a child. Clearly not, because he's like what you would be to what a normal person would be, like a parent to child ratio. But considering how fucking tall this dude is, like, God, Atreus must be like, what, like 5'10" or something like that. It's like 10 years old. My God.
fierce warrior, winning many a battle until finally cornered by
Sackboy. It doesn't want to talk about it.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours. A deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos
That's casually made him kill his family.
murdered his own family,
Whoops.
permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the ghost of Sparta.
So, he was kinda understandably really pissed
Yeah,
off.
just a little bit.
Time for a new god of war. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it, too.
With
Yes, so
Poseidon's
much.
trident and Icarus's
He has so many
wings,
weapons.
Kratos
It's insane.
dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of Hades himself.
Mhm.
Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither Perseus or Hercules
It's like death from Supernatural, only killable by his own sickle.
God capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even
No.
his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence?
Causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion
That ain't
times
nothing.
faster than light. A frankly incomprehensible feat,
Then there's Daddy Zeus.
who proved a serious challenge until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon.
Oh, the sword
blade
of Olympus.
Olympus.
Oh,
It can
blade.
make
Same thing.
tornadoes,
Same thing.
lightning, force field. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable. Non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more.
Every man's dream, am I right?
Wife and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered
Get a new family.
aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye, his second wife. Good start, buddy.
Kratos had a new lease on life, but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the toughest
Read it,
task he
boy.
ever undertook. Especially
God,
after
his voice
Faye
is sexy.
unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again. But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time. And Faye left.
Also, just letting you guys know, just because we're talking about Norse mythology, totally getting a badass Norse compass tattoo on my hand come the 4th of March. So this hand right here, slash this part of my arm right here, will be tattooed up soon. So that's pretty cool. Just thought I'd let you guys know that.
The tools he'd need to keep the boy safe.
Boy.
Including the Leviathan axe.
Ah,
From
such a
the
badass
whirling
axe.
Rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the
Ah,
godly
that
Ace.
cutscene with
Too
Balder.
bad He just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan
Yeah,
rage
Spartan rage is
summons an inner
unreal.
strength with magical properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Dropnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all
So
types of
cool.
energy and
Ah.
blast it back. He even has
What a
relics
game,
of
man.
magic that can
What a
warp
game.
space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the World Tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
Yeah, it
According to
does.
Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every
Yggdrasil.
strand
Oh,
transcending
I don't know what it is, man.
time
Norse
and
mythology is
space.
so fucking cool.
Everything comes back to the tree.
Such a nerd for it.
Kinda like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to
Once
free
again, a
Norse
band
world,
goes
Kratos
around here
gained
with a
more
Vulcanite and
weapons
stuff
by
in it.
reckoning with his past
Different
sins,
runes.
even taking up the blade of Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos
And
made
also
a lifetime
19
of
foot
mistakes.
tall, apparently.
His future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of
No, no, I haven't played the DLC yet. I lent it to someone who then asked if they could lend it to somebody else, and I need to get the game back because I need to play it. I need to play the DLC so bad.
This battle is sponsored by
Robin Hood. We don't do that. All right, now teach me about Asura because I know absolutely diddly squat about him.
Long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
I'll give you such a crink in the neck.
To punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of Wraith, Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma.
12,500 years old, but he's about 28 physically.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer. Mantra.
Oh yes, and I know he's like part of the 8 generals or whatever, and I'm pretty sure it's the other 7 generals that like betrayed him or some shit like that, and that's the reason all of his family and he ended up dying and then coming back. And I'm assuming the whole game is him just taking liberties on them, just kicking their asses and taking their names.
Advancing technology with Mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness Mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it
Like
was
Sun
greed.
Wukong.
For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into
Wrath,
his
baby.
wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by Wrath, no enemy of Asura
Yes, 'cause
would be
it's-
stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad.
Yeah. Right?
You should say that.
Damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil, just like Asura himself. He's
Oh god, I'm getting cramp in my back.
also a husband
God, I'm getting
with
old,
a
man.
daughter, Mithra,
And Mithra
So
had
goddamn
the
old.
unique power to supercharge Mantra energy.
which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously Asura wasn't gonna go
Yeah, it ain't gonna go down well, is
so
it?
Deus framed Asura for killing
Is this
the
game worth
Emperor.
playing, by the way? I might stream it.
Kidnapped Mithra and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
Yeah, it's a massive dick move, that is.
Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess Mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider,
Ah,
he
yes.
did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay! Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got really pissed off.
Good
For
there.
his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Ryzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it?
Is
with
this the
just a
one?
finger.
Ah,
Look
that's who I was talking about.
at this.
Asura is so
Ah!
powerful, so cannot be manipulated by the Goma.
Oh,
or the
no, no,
deities.
no, no, no,
He
no,
can
no.
propel himself with Mantra to fly.
Sorry, that's all I
Use
can think
fists
of.
to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid-fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura
Oh,
is the
so
kind of
he's-
guy who
he's a
wants
good
to be
guy.
a great dad, but
mad
all he
anger
knows how to
issues.
do is punch anything that upsets his kid, like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a little league game.
And then the gods killed that girl too, along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy.
Yeah,
who literally gets
yeah, you're pissing off the wrong person there.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra armor. arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though
Oh, damn.
it hurts Asura
That
while
looks
he's
cool.
in it, this form is still perfect.
I know I'm probably getting massive spoilers if I do want to play this game, but even so, it is making me want to play it.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again.
Deus
Just in
Machina.
time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His mantra form.
Okay, Hashirama, like,
Killing Bleatra in a big planet-busting blast.
Deus was defeated and Gaia was saved. Yet Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop.
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of mantra and the entire universe.
well, that's definitely a spoiler.
One summary was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it. That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm.
Oh
That's
my
what
good
Asura
God.
has the statue through hands.
Of course,
The
of course,
mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet. Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars.
Chakravartin was understandably impressed and
Yeah,
offered Asura
yeah.
a chance to take his place. Asura
Me and him
smiled
alike.
at the offer and extended
Or her,
his
or
arm.
it. I don't know what the
Right
fuck it
into
is.
Chakra's face, as if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Ah,
As long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it.
good for. Oh, it's such a sad ending.
Still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a
Oh,
meteor,
maybe not.
or Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything, all because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's a god I can get behind.
Don't fuck with the dad. Am I right?
This battle is sponsored
No,
by
we're not
Kraken,
sponsored by
the best
anything.
Your game.
Come on.
All right,
Okay. Yeah, so just before we begin though, is that still worth playing? I'm fairly certain I've just got the entire story spoiled for me, which sucks ass, but if I can find it on somewhere, I don't know if it's on Steam, I don't know if I can get it, is it like a... But yeah, if I can get it and you guys would want to see me stream it, I am more than happy to do so. I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit going on in my life, which is why I think that everything's been like slowing down and everything. But you know, once everything's fine, and I'll make another video, like a completely separate video, just explaining everything because it's its own separate thing. It's nothing to do with this video. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to stream it or something like that, or at least get time to do something.
combatants are set, and we've run the data
Go on, Kratos,
through
dance
all
for me,
of the
boy.
maps.
It's time for a dad battle!
How long we got? Oh, it's like a 10-minute battle. Fuck yeah. Oh, the animation, man, so good. Like, Asura seems like a pretty cool guy, but my money's still on Kratos, because... Bah, it's Kratos. Come on now. like being in Pandaria in World of Warcraft. Can I help?
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But not for long.
That is...
Want this fight?
Got the line! Evidently he does, Kratos, I'm sorry to say. I feel like he's got the wrong end of the stick here. Kind of got teleported here, and I was just chilling, man. Woo! Go on! Oh my god. I didn't have the little inputs as well, that's pretty cool. Oh shit, dude's quick as fluff, man. What's going on? Kratos, you're making me look like a fool.
You let your wrath consume you.
Never mind, he wasn't even phased.
I've been down that road before. Shut up! Very well.
They sample some of the like the grunts and stuff that Kratos does, because it sounds just like him from the game. Oh, ain't got no arms, boy. What you gonna do? Oh, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry.
This is not my end!
This voice actor sounds so familiar. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so big! To what she didn't say. Oh god. Kratos, this would be the perfect time to do something. Smile into the yes. Oh, oh my god.
Death has not earned me yet, Titan. But you deserve a worthy end.
Sorry, I know I don't like the pause it normally during these parts, but like I don't know why, but this is giving me like Devil May Cry 4 vibes. So if you haven't played it, basically the this huge ass statue like comes alive and you got to fight it and stuff like that. And you have to keep like jumping from like onto different platforms and stuff like that. It reminds me so much of this. Oh, right in the skull. My god, Kratos, calm down, man. No need. I feel like nobody's going to be happy with the outcome. Like, whoever loses, the poor beloved characters, At least I know Kratos is. I'm going to assume Asura is as well.
You are a monster no longer. I never was.
I don't like this end. It's sad, man. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I'm happy Kratos won, unless something happens, and he won't. But it seems pretty definitive right now. It's kind of a sad ending. Like, how do I feel? Now I just feel sad. This is fucked up. This is messed up. No, I mean, I'm happy he won.
Well, I guess Asura's wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But
Alright,
speed
I'll give him that one.
You don't know how to use it. Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience. But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure, Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energy.
Yeah.
Like mantra.
That's the point.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed. Versatility, and multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could. Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do! If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume.
I mean, it's pretty big.
For good measure, assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000
Oh my god.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable.
How, like,
However,
what does
the
Kratos...
same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only one.
Very true. That I could have been doing my research. Yes, I think it's like Muspelheim and Niflheim. I think I'm probably wrong because I forget the name of the universes and stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically how it started. You know, the heat and the cold mixed together melted the ice. Thus, Ymir was born. Thus, a giant cow was born. That its milk turned into rivers and what have you, and Ymir gave birth to numerous godly beings. It's insane. Like when you actually listen to the story, like how Sleipnir was born and created. I don't even want to go into it. Kind of fucked up, but
1% solid.
It's so bizarre.
That Kratos should easily scale above. Shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times.
Oh
over.
shit!
Almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath 2, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty
Oh, was there only one game? I thought there was numerous.
As the sun rises, the god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner
Nice.
is Kratos.
Alright, I hear...
But what if?
So what if he came back, crawled his ass out of hell? Or purgatory, whatever you want to, wherever he was. Why, like, you're both doting fathers. Why not just go have a tea party or some shit, you know? That's a lot of wrath! That's a lot of punches! Oh my god. Did that punch just kill Kratos? Oh my god. Ah! Left one child, got back to another. Sweet, bud.
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Next time on...
Hell yeah. Actually, you know what it is? We're not hell yeah it yet. What's the next one? Oh, it's Spawn, right? I'm pretty sure Spawn's one of them. It is! Oh my god, Spawn versus Ghost Rider.
Join as a member to
Ooh. Hell yeah. So, I mean, we got it right, which is always fun, but at the same time, I kind of feel conflicted by it because, like, Asura seemed like a pretty decent guy, just wanting to protect his kid, and, you know, he was protecting humanity and everything, so I kind of didn't want to see him die, I'm not going to lie to you. But at the same time, somebody had to win, and like I said, I'm more connected with Kratos, who I've been through numerous games with, than I am with Asura, who I don't even know. So, it's one of those things. I'm glad Kratos won, but at the same time, it's kind of a bittersweet kind of situation. But yeah, it was banging. Let me know if you guys want me to play Asura's Wrath. Like I said, I'm sure I'll be able to find it somewhere. I have just got all of the games spoiled for me, so, you know, it's not like the story-wise, I'll probably know exactly what's going on. But other than that, I'm more than happy to play it, because it looks like a really, really fun game. And like I said, the whole bunch of stuff's happening. I'll try and make a video on it at some point. But yeah, the streams and maybe even the videos are probably going to slow down a lot. Like, never mind a couple of days. Like, it could be a while. But I'll keep you guys updated and everything on that, in that whole situation. I'll see what's happening. And yeah. But this video was absolutely epic. I'm not talking about the video you're watching now, although that's pretty fucking epic if you ask me. I meant the death battle. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help massively, and I do massively appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.